Film noir can be described as one word: alluring. And the posters are no exception. Movie posters were generally the way a lot of films at the time would market themselves. Similar to any product, studios would use posters to draw people into these movies. They would use graphic design, illustration, photography in order to achieve this. And at the core of a lot of these film noir posters, they obviously wanted to nail the mystery, the suspenseful and alluring nature of a lot of film noir stories and films. But an interesting thing is that there are kind of three motifs that appear in a lot of film noir posters: guns, gruff-looking men, usually detectives, and beautiful women, usually the femme fatale archetype. But to start, let's talk about guns. Guns are littered throughout film noir posters, and they're everywhere. I swear every single one has a gun somewhere. Guns were usually there in film noir posters to just symbolize the power that they can wield, and also just the inherent violence that is presented in a lot of film noir.
Web it! Dot fire!
Usually the posters would have the guns be held by the male protagonists because they were usually the stars of the film, and often they would be looking cool with the gun or in various stages of stress. When it comes to archetypes in film noir, there's usually two that are noteworthy: the detective and the femme fatale. In the case of male characters, they're usually these gruff, hard-boiled, cynical people that are trying to navigate the dark world that they live in. Film noir also introduced the femme fatale archetype. The femme fatale was this more mysterious, alluring, and manipulative character that usually was in a romantic sexual relationship with the male protagonist. Continuing on the romance train, romance is a pretty big part of film noir. A lot of film noir movies are about romance. Films like Macau, Kiss Me Deadly, or I Love Trouble show us romantic relationships between our male and female leads. Also, in a lot of romantic film noir posters, the male lead always has this very intimate and yearning look in their eyes. And generally these relationships in film noir end in disaster. So it's interesting to see how there's such a common motif between a lot of film noir posters where you see the male character in particular always having this yearning and all of that. And usually the woman is as well, but circumstances or their own choices, or usually the male character, often end the relationship or gets killed or is just an idiot. It's a pretty common trope. So, guns, gruff men, femme fatales. Usually, those were the three motifs in a lot of film noir posters. But if there's one thing that these posters nailed, is that they were alluring. They were able to draw in people to the film by using imagery like detectives, femme fatales, guns, etc., in order to draw people into these films. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I hope it made sense, and I don't know how to end this, so I'll just say bye. Bye!